Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Shadow Empire in the Steam release version, episode number 4. I will quickly jump to the history and just go through what happened. Not a whole lot. One thing, I did move my scout artillery dude forward. I was really hoping, if this unit doesn't retreat, I was hoping it, it did not, spoiler, but I was hoping it would retreat, but if it doesn't, I'm hoping that it dies slowly. I'm almost 100% sure that this is the reason that we're having danger increase. Anyways, there's some movement from Salzburg, a little movement from the miner up to the north, and something over to the west. Basically, not a whole lot. Go to the vid, we gained free market. We discovered barracks, that's discovered, not researched. And we got import, tariff, increase, shadow diplomat. I mean, not too much going on right there. Okay, important though is, okay, let's take a look. We're kind of jumping out of order of my turns, but we lost happiness because danger did go up by 3, and that is, I'm pretty sure, the problem with the slavers. This unit, for some darn reason, even though it's not hostile, in fact, we're kind of in a, we're negotiating with them for, do we have more slaves? Yes. So we're just constantly freeing slaves from them at a cost, at personal cost. We will do it. But it doesn't seem to matter to our population. They still consider those guys a danger, which is, yeah, not going to be very helpful. Primaria here. This is yet another major. Unbelievable. They're all over the place. Now this is, as someone mentioned, this is kind of part and parcel of the starts we chose. We chose the like fractured world, the fragmented people, which leaves you with a lot of majors. And that's what makes this start kind of a challenge. I mean, that's my understanding of it. Everything I say, I should try to distinguish between things I know solidly and the things I don't know, but you can almost assume everything I'm saying is something I'm not 100% sure about. Because the game has been in a huge state of flux since I've been playing it, and not only do I probably not know the latest thing, even if I did know the latest thing, I might confuse it with something else, which was at one point in time how the game worked. Okay, so anyways, what do we want to do for this turn? One thing I noticed is we didn't have any assets being built, and I thought about building one in the previous turn, but then I thought about it a little bit more, and I realized that we're probably going to have to fight the slavers. I'll give them essentially one more turn to get the heck out of here. So what I think I'm going to do is, and plus we might be going to war with the Gigoyes here. I mean, there's something's going to be happening, and I think it's going to be military based. Okay, I mentioned the profiles. Let me just quickly show that we got free market, which is our private economy bonus. Next up, we have population happiness, which is going to be very good. And we actually have a 1% chance of getting the democracy thing, but I don't know. Surprisingly, we haven't gotten curiosity yet, but the cultural adjustment bonus, I don't think it does anything until you have another city that has different culture. I mean, I think it's somewhere over here, right? Culture adaptation score. So we're at 100. We're fine. This is our home, so that's to be expected. But once we conquer other places, they may not have the highest cultural score. I don't really understand the mechanics behind that. Yet another thing I don't fully understand. Well, go figure, right? Okay, motion that our tech level reaches 3.54. I would be very happy with that. Yes, let's try. New interior council person. Okay, so we have Damaris here, meritocracy, which is a profile that we're now pretty much dropping. This is for Interior Council, and I think Charisma is extremely important for that, which she doesn't have. She does have some points already in leadership, bribery, diplomacy. Well, sorry, only leadership. And then we have Eugene down here, who also has some points in diplomacy. That might be better. I don't know. He's also capability 4, and he likes militia. Actually, militia is one thing we don't plan to lose. I mean, there's this militia we don't plan to lose. This militia, which is actually militancy, we probably will lose. And I think that they have Okay, it's a slightly different hand gesture. Yeah, it's this one. Okay, good. Just, I mean, it says profile, so you know it has to be this, but I just want to make sure. So yeah, we can lose the militancy, but we don't have any plans to drop our militia rating. So this person's actually a really good one to keep, because essentially he's easy to please. We just have to make sure we keep our militia up. So he will get the appointment.
Copy that.
It's a big boost to his, big boost to his opinion of us. Obviously, when you get hired, you're pretty happy with the person who hired you. Okay, what do we want to focus on here? I think human resources is just going to be a high priority. We'll put it all the way up to 60. I want interior policies at 25%, and then there's going to be a very small amount going to taxation, and an even smaller amount going to tariffs.
Copy that.
Basically don't care about taxes and tariffs at this point. We're kind of making things work. Well, I mean, at least we have 1,100 credits. And then there's the chance to buy more slaves. Yes, I think we will be doing this because it's boosting our commerce, which we want. It's undercutting our meritocracy, which might be bad because of personal relations. Well, I guess we haven't hired that person yet, but I actually don't have any desire for meritocracy to go down, even though it is the gating factor for democracy, and we're probably going democracy. Anyway, I could use the extra population is really, I mean, that's always the benefit of freeing some slaves. We don't want to lose the we don't want the -6 to commerce. I wonder if I can just go to war with them. Okay, I'm just struggling to think here. I'm not struggling to think. I'm struggling to think what to do. But I am thinking. Now, Trusso, these miners, the major in the south, I think we're going to continue to try to promote good relations with them, especially now that we just found another major off to our west. Okay, training opportunity in 3rd Halkan Mobile Battalion. They can either get 2 elite snipers or turn the best prospect into a veteran sergeant. Commerce is looking pretty good. We don't want to... I mean, that plus 11 boost to enforcement would not be quite good. It would start cutting off our commerce, and we are hoping commerce is going to pay. The next step, I probably should have shown this. Let me just choose the mind first. This is definitely what we want.
Roger that.
And that should speed things up on the mind path. I mean, honestly, we probably have a really good... Let's take a look at the profile. Yeah, probably have a good chance of getting the logical thought. Yeah, 15% chance as is right now. And even that's a 5% chance of universal truth. But really logical thought, that's the main one I want. Trying to get up to scientific religion. We're almost there. I mean, we have like 6 more points to go, and then we can actually start getting it. But I don't even care about getting academic mentality. Now, there's a lot of cards here that I don't pay attention to as much, and I probably should. Like siege. We can do siege if we have universal truth. With logical thought, we can do rush, which gives you plus 30% action points, minus 20% defense. That's not so bad. I mean, it's a good card to play sometimes. Anyway, hopefully we actually start unlocking these other ones. It's not too... I mean, look, it's a 20% chance. We're not expecting to get it right away. There's probably some point where... I mean, you could do the math. 0.8, 0.8... Well... No, it's... Yeah. That doesn't make sense. It's... Wow. You're expected to get it after only 3 turns? 20%? Huh. I mean, just 0.8 to the 3rd power. Did not expect that, but yeah, apparently. Okay, anyway, it doesn't matter, right? Let's just move on. Yeah. I mean, I don't... Okay, so I think I know what we're going to do. We're going to have to spend a little bit of political points, which we have plenty. We're going to increase the soldiers we're recruiting, because it's going to be one of those games. We're penned in here. There's not really much we can do other than just start trying to expand aggressively. Yeah, I'll say it. Aggressively. So, we're going to allow up to 800 max recruits per turn. I don't know if there's anything else I want to change at the moment. Forbid pop to buy free folk. That would be a little bit hypocritical, considering I'm buying population from the slavers. But I'm hoping that this slavers, I mean, this is kind of a weird way of doing it, to get them to stop offering for us to buy slaves by attacking them. But again, we have this problem.
Yes, sir.
So 2 political points do that, but we have this problem that they just got into our territory and they're not, the stupid people are not moving away. I believe with the laser rifle especially that we could make mincemeat out of this thing in a single turn. These are some non-aligned forces, that's not good. Yeah, so I think I don't see any way around it. We're gonna have to raise a second formation here. And I'm gonna get machine gun infantry. Now, if we, let's see, what do we have here? Okay, so we're at 90%, 96% I should say, of the total, because if I choose to use SHQ forces. So if I don't, I think there's 1 infantry and 2 machine guns in the actual headquarters. And if we use that, the only thing we're lacking right now, we're actually doing pretty good, like 65 and 65. It's not that much. We have plenty. We can do this, we will. We can do this and buy something else if we want. And I'll see what else we have as far as metal goes. We probably want to expand one of the recycling centers just to have a higher income of metal, which will eventually help us work up to industry level 1. Or, I mean, if our economy prospector does anything and actually finds metal, that would be great. That would be way better. But we'll make do with recycling until that happens, if it ever happens. Remember my Dune game, Arrakis-like planet, where I never found metal? That was fun. And on that planet, there wasn't any ruins either. Okay, anyway, this is good. We're going to do it. I think we're just going to do it. Yeah, you can see 1 and then 2. So raise the formation. We're going with it right away. Now we can attach 2 extra units to these. We'll probably end up attaching the Galactic Republic units, both the ones in the south. So I'd like, because against the Raiders, this, which by the way, somebody said that it might not be using fuel because it might be nuclear powered. It is. That was a good catch. So we'll probably attach this to the second and use this in the south, which means something else is going to have to come back up north. Yeah, what is going to come back up north? Probably the 3rd, but not this turn. So we'll do a switcheroo, but not this turn. I mean, wait, no, I think I do want to do it this turn. Is there anybody else who can help attack? Okay, I don't think I'm going to do it this turn. Gonna do this bombardment. Okay, happiness damage. Oh no. Okay, we'll wait 1 more turn. The only problem is happiness, we're going to be hit with happiness penalties no matter what. So let me try to persuade this person to back up just by moving back. Like, look at, there it is. It's free. Okay, but as far as the north people go, Gigoyas, they have this unit which is still cut off, and I believe that they'll probably end up attacking me. I thought that would have happened already, actually. But I imagine they're going to start attacking me because they're angry and, you know, I'm in the way, kind of them getting supply. Hey, turnaround is fair play in my opinion, but they may not see it that way. Anyways, just trying to secure borders here. I don't know what that is. And we are stretched a little thin along the front. There is no active front right now. I mean, we chose not to attack this unit, but we're going to, ding it. Just 10 happiness. I wish I could, like, I mean, I possibly could save and do this real fast. I'm a little surprised that it's a 1d10 happiness damage. It's because we're actually in good shape with them. I really shouldn't be buying their slaves. And you know what? The next turn, they're going to come with another offer to buy slaves. And I feel like I need to act now. But I shouldn't have moved if I was going to kill them. Okay, this guy should be starving at least. Yeah, he's in red. So that's important because I don't want him to be able to move out if I do move this tank. I think we got to do it. Okay.
Roger that.
7%, of course. Always get the worst rolls, but this should help us in the long term because of the stupid danger penalty. Good hits at least right away. Okay, that's pretty good. They have entrenchment. So what I could see is this was like, yeah, 2 bikers and 1 buggy. And that's the reason why I want my Velociraptor to come down. Okay, let's do this attack. Okay, 10-1, seems good. So far so good. No kills from the Velociraptor, but... So there we go. We freed that area. Now, 3, you're going to stay here. You'll move forward. In fact, you should just attach... how do I do this? Yeah. Let's have you hang out with the 2nd HQ. And now if I go to order of battle... 2nd HQ, yeah. So the Velociraptor is now attached. So this is a unit which is going to head south with the rest of these troublemakers. And that is just to hold the border while... hopefully we don't need to do this. Okay, so I think we will... I think we're going to have to pull back 1 hex. Everyone will have to pull back 1 hex. Just to hold that. And we're holding that, so that doesn't look like it can be taken, which is good. And the next turn we'll have more troops we can march around. This will hurt militancy, having 2 units out, but... Okay, so first of all, I was supposed to do decisions. I did that. Let's go to trade, which is the next order of business. I'm now returning to my flowchart. Not flowchart, just bullet points of things I need to do. We actually have a fair amount of fuel, but it's really cheap, so never mind. Did I sell it last turn? I think I did. Oh, they're interested in buying food. We actually have plenty of food. At 0.21, that's not that great, but I'll probably sell like 900. So we're still above 1,000, but just barely.
Roger that.
Okay, got an extra 11 credits from that. And then nothing else we want to sell. We can look at buying here. Okay, we have 8 high-tech parts. Again, I think that things work in groups of like 4, so we need at least 8. If I remember, or it might be 6. 6 to 12, and then 8. I don't know. I should look it up, but this is a very low price for high-tech parts. It's gonna be over 300 soon enough. Machines, I would also say this is a great price, but the thing is we have 65, so it's not really a problem. I will buy at least 1 more high-tech part. I'm sure of it. And it just depends on how much money I want to keep around. Do I want to buy 3 and just get myself up to a solid 10? First of all, I do want to do that, but do I think it's a good idea right now? Yeah, I do.
Roger that.
Let's go ahead and do that. We saved a little bit of money. Okay, so we're down to... we're almost at 500. So I think that's going to be enough money right now to keep us going. And we'll be able to sell. I mean, rare metal is going to come back up eventually. We'll have more of that. Yeah, and that reminds me... assets, which I think is the next thing on the list anyway. But I think we're going to... so government-wise, we've discovered barracks, but we haven't researched it yet. High command would also be something beneficial for us to do. And we could do it. I think I want to get my... Well, this is actually kind of nice because it'll get my bureau... What kind of demands do we have? Tech levels and quality of life. Okay. Now, the construction of the HQ thing... Yeah, High Command HQ. It will improve bureaucratic points, so that'll improve tech. It will not improve Yeah, it will not improve the quality of life. And wait, yeah, this is political bonus. I get this confused because this is also used for various things, this castle icon. But yeah, not quality of life in this case. That's pretty good though. Yeah, we have the industrial points to do this right now. I think we ought to do this. And then I'll go with research? Okay, we'll do it that way. And hopefully by then we have a barracks, we can do that. Hopefully get quality of life. I mean, another way for us to get quality of life, go back to profiles. Get conflict resolution, but that's a long ways off. We don't really have an opportunity to do the democracy stuff. So, okay, well, I think that's it for this turn. Let me look at the other things. Raise formations, we did that. Build roads, no need. Strategic cards, okay, that's true. Gift, do we want to gift anybody? No, I don't think so. Precious money? Heck no. Yeah, we can propose peace. This is actually not a bad one. You can basically force peace. I don't know if the non-aligned will do it. They might. Oh. Can I force peace with these guys? Yeah.
Order acknowledged.
Oh, wow. Well, fantastic. I mean, that solves that right away. Look, nothing happened. We just, we don't know what happened to those bikers. They probably just took a wrong turn and fell into the lake. That happens all the time around here. No, you don't understand. That's just a common occurrence. Yeah, anyway, but that's what we'll tell them, and we'll see if that works out. For some reason, they don't... They're happier with us than they were before. Okay, fair enough. At least there won't be any more exchange of territory, too, so this is good in a lot of different ways. Okay, now I feel like we can end the turn in peace. Move military. I guess I should look at the military. But we're set. We know what we want to do. We want this guy to be stuck, and he is. It's perfect. The only thing I might want to do is even I can move this unit forward. I mean, if he moves here, it doesn't make any difference. He's still boxed in. And it's just cycling me through those three. Okay, well, I don't think we want to move any of those. So they are obviously very upset at us, probably because we've been taking each other's territory back and forth. I do like the decision to go recycling center. So let's pause and I'll see you back for the next turn. Okay, some exciting stuff. Let's go to the history. Really isn't much to show here. Mainly that some of my territory was taken back. I really dislike the way maps centers in this. Yeah, and then that happened. So the two things is just they captured this town that I let them capture. And this unit, whatever it is, decided to move further south. I actually cut off my road. I don't know if that stopped the private economy from being able to collect from their asset here. If so, I'm sorry guys, but you didn't ask my permission, so... Is it my responsibility to defend those? Well, yes it is, and I will. But doesn't mean I can't go on a little self-righteous tirade about it. Other thing that happened was we got opportunism. This is huge. We researched the hospital. That's also very important. We won't be able to build it because the whole thing, the recycling center we're building, is actually eating up all of our industrial points, but we'll have that soon. By putting concrete on dirt roads. Yeah, we have sealed roads. We got 2,000, this give 2,000 to the populace, which I mistakenly read as give 200, and I was thinking, that's brilliant, we will do that immediately. No, we won't, because we don't have 2,000. I don't know if I'd give 2,000 to them unless we were really raking in the cash. Okay, now we will have enough industrial points to build this for next turn. The asset we have is, technically it's only half done, so you might think, oh, 125 and we're going to be short. But it's already put aside into the pool for next turn, some of the leftovers. So I think I'm not sure if we're already good. We'll see. I mean, what is this? Is it going to be 90 plus 79 for next turn? No. I'm guessing that it's 46 plus 79? We'll see. Wait, 46 plus 79. Where did I get that from? I don't know. I don't know what it'll be, but I think we'll be able to finish the recycling center next turn. So what I want to do is start sending off these guys. 6 over here. So this group is going to go west while the other group holds the line against Kagoya's or starts pushing back. I mean, again, we're not at war with them yet, but we will be. I think. So 6 went there. Send 10 north, 9 north, 8 here, and 7 here. That's good. So what are we up against? We are up against saber snakes, which sound really, really deadly, but it turns out against armor they're pretty bad. And you know what's really nice about that? The fact that we have armor. So we could probably attack this turn. Oh, I mean, we're actually doing okay already, so we can do bombardment. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do an attack this turn then. We do want to get, let me go through, first thing first, should be decisions. So, new commander, let's start with here. National decisions. Copernicus wants to execute relative. Well, you ding-dong, you can't do that, but this is going to give us mine and take away enforcement. Everything is good here. The only thing, Paul Nash is just, he sits on the wrong side of every decision. It's really hard to even keep this guy around. I guess, I don't know how to fire advisors. Yeah, you can fire advisors. We probably should do that. Maybe he'll leave on his own. I don't know.
Yes,
So
sir.
we'll do this. Poor Nash. We're not intentionally trying to ruin him. Anyway, Economic Council research. We can change the objective if we want. It's currently on solar energy, I think. But we actually want barracks. Solar energy right now. Energy is looking okay. Yeah, we're only consuming 30 of this. So barracks is much more important. We'll get that first. This is really a dicey call. I don't fully understand what does this demand mean. Promise the average quality of life for a zone to reach at least 4 points. Now, I don't know what that means. I think it's quality of life buildings, because 4 points, I mean, the assets, see, this is the problem. Vic, if you're listening, I know you aren't, but, or maybe somebody can filter this to him. There's too many things which are completely unconnected. There's a total disconnect from what should be very related things. What does a point of quality of life mean when this is 100 quality of life points? Obviously, because I didn't have a university and then I built a university, maybe it's like units? Is this like supposed to be times 100? Does he actually mean 400 points here? Like, this is there's just no consistency. And if I were the person programming this, I would, well, I don't know. I would try to make it consistent. Like this 4 points, it should be at the correct scale, and it's obviously not, because I think it's going to be like 400, but I don't know, what does it mean? It's just, these little things are really holding the game back, I think, from being more easy to understand, more playable. Anyway, we don't know what this means. I don't think that upgrading this, which supposedly has an impact on happiness, because there's a higher demand quality of life happiness, but I don't think that that's like a lowering of the quality of life. I don't think that the town absorbs some of the quality of life and then it doesn't go towards our objective.
Yes.
So I'm actually going to say we are okay to upgrade. And why did I say that? Because I think we need to have a bigger city to do some of the things I want to do anyway. But on top of that, with the opportunism, we got it. We now have the plus 50% bonus to population happiness, which is very good. I expect it'll be like plus 2, plus 3, something like that. So even if we lose the 1 point due to luxury products and services, we should be net positive. If it's only plus 2, we'll still be plus 1 overall. We might lose that quality of life. In fact, we could be just purely neutral if the new quality of life expectations actually have us population happiness decreasing due to lack of luxury products and services. But it's only one step up from small town to big town, so I don't think that it's going to be that drastic. Anyway, okay. So here we go. Same old song and dance. The slavers want... When will it end? come on, man. When will it end? Unfortunately, we kind of like it because, again, it's given us this very valuable increase to commerce. And then we'll have wealthy friends, which give us a bigger commerce bonus from 40 up to 60. Oh my. No, it's different things. Private economy plus 40%. Commerce bonus plus 100%. And I frankly don't know the difference. But there is a difference because there are these are three different things. Very intentional. It's not like it's not the same thing that I was just showing you about the 4 versus the 100. It's not a different way of saying private economy bonus. It's something different, but I don't know. I think it has to do with the traders, the behind the scene traders, but I don't know. So, maybe they are the same thing somehow, but I don't think so. Okay, new commander. This is one of the things I wanted to get to. I'm going to recruit. So both of the people who are candidates right now are really good, actually. And I don't want either of them to be wasted, quote unquote wasted, on a military position for just a single, what is it? It's a brigade, I guess. So in my opinion, this is the talent we're going to have. I mean, the talent we hope to have. Look at the suitability ratings, though. I mean, this guy, Peter Keynes, but he's a capability 3. That's really hard to waste such. Look at that charisma. With a commerce as a thing and us being so commerce heavy, I think I'd even like him as a governor. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and use a chunk of our points to recruit a mercenary.
Copy that.
And now, I don't know if he'll appear in the... He didn't. Now she is somebody who I'd be more likely... She's a capability 2, which is, in my opinion, this is perfect. However, she has a lot of intelligence and she doesn't have a lot of war score. She still might be worth it. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go and see what the other person is. Even though... Yeah, okay, so it must be Elmira here. She likes mine, she likes autocracy, so we're not going to be like super fast friends. But how does it natural relation point, how is it 83? Anyway, she's, I guess, better suited for doing war stuff. I mean, she should be. She's a mercenary. This is kind of a low roll for a mercenary. But capability 2, I mean, they're kind of like your toss-away people. I don't really think the brigade commanders need that skilled of a commander. I mean, I'm sure it helps, but I haven't had the feeling that my brigade commanders were saving everything. I mean, even if they are, it's what is it called? That word. It's like, opportunity cost. Thank you, opportunity cost. Even if they are beneficial here, they're probably more beneficial somewhere else. So let's dismiss him and add Elmira. Okay, now we're back to the money. Well, this is the problem with democracy, is it's very hard to get up in the beginning of the game. Money eventually becomes kind of a non-factor, and then democracy is a lot easier to dump points into. But in the very beginning, it's actually quite hard to go democracy. It's the easiest at all points in time, always, to go autocracy, but it's generally the worst. Meritocracy is, I guess, a little bit easier to go than democracy in the beginning, just because you can always choose the option. There's no gating factor, if you're willing to fail rolls, at least. But democracy, you actually have to have the money for. And this is kind of a stupid thing. They're offering to improve relations with us. The president saying, hey, I'll go, but I need 800 credits. It's just a weird situation where, I mean, okay, this is a game. Games are not supposed to be super realistic, but he's saying, hey, can you give me 800 money and I'll improve our relations? And that's supposed to be an increase in democracy? What? Not only that, but if we decline to essentially bribe him, we lose democracy? Anyway, it's just doesn't make any sense. I mean, the way I'm role-playing it as a bribe, essentially, obviously doesn't make sense. That's not what I don't think democracy. I mean, you can make whatever snide comments you want about how broken a lot of idealistic implementations of government systems are in the real world. But yeah, I don't think that this is something core to democracy, bribing people. Anyway, I can see I'm way over on time, so we didn't really get through all the turns I wanted to this time, but what are we going to do with this decision? I mean, we don't have any choice. We're going to have to take the hit on democracy, which is something I don't want to do. This will also, unfortunately, give us... I mean, I want to do the top decision. I really do. Which is, there's almost no way to get 800 credits. And you're saying, we haven't gone to trade yet. Well, you're right. But I've done the calculations. I've run it through. The only way we can do it is if we sell 22 machines. We could do it. Now, I haven't actually done the calculations. I don't know how many we'd actually have to sell. It wouldn't be a very hard It wouldn't be a very hard calculation to do. Let's see. So we need 400 to buy slaves, which means we need an additional like 200 to complete this. We need 600 total. Yeah, we're gonna need like 20. Oh, is it 15? 15, yeah, I was off. 15. That's pretty doable. In fact, I want to have money left over, so I probably will just sell all 22. That is brutal. Okay, let's sell 20, so we have some left over. Alright, I'm going to do this decision. It's really, really, really a pain in the butt. But let's go ahead and do it. So let's make sure I can buy the slaves first, because this is a little bit more important. Okay, 400 credits, plus 4 to commerce, -3 to meritocracy. Bye-bye, meritocracy.
Order acknowledged.
And that, yeah, that leaves us with 1,000. Wait, yeah, so my calculations were right. I mean, the basic math at the very end there. Man, Nash, you are just seriously on the wrong side of every decision. So finally, we're going to get some democracy. That is extremely expensive to actually get, but whatever. I mean, it's worth it, right? It's the right thing to do. Alright, so let's do a little bit of bombardment before we end this turn. I think we're only going to get a couple rounds here, but come on, just get... good. We got something done. 2 hits each. That's good. Lower their readiness a little bit. I'm mainly relying on my tank here to get the job done. Okay, so yeah, 28, you can see the tank, and they only have a defense against armor of a 9, which is extremely small roll, so I'm not really risking the Velociraptor in this. And you can see it's going to go very... Oh. We didn't surround it. Did we surround it entirely? Am I an idiot? I think I was so caught up in just trying to get this episode done that I may have made a bit of a boo-boo. I did. All we had to do was close it off on the top, and then he would have been dead. Well, that's a mistake, but it's not that big of a deal. We lost some troops which we can replace, and then we lost some militia, which kind of worthless anyway. So it's really not the worst thing, but okay, let's get 3 up here. The Galactic Republic Infantry, I'm probably also going to attach to the second, but that's a decision which I'll defer for now. We'll just send them north. And is there any point in having 1 militia just patrolling down here? I think so, frankly. In fact, right now what I'll do is I'll actually station them in the town. Danger levels are going to go down now, thankfully. I mean, at least until the Gogoyas declare war on us. So, I think that's it. We look good. Assets can't do anything until the recycling center finishes, and then we'll move over to hospital. That's right, hospital. Okay, so until the next episode, thanks for watching, and I'll come back in at the start of the next turn. Until then, stay safe and take care.